What is up, guys? It's Alvin Palantir here. Let me just point out before I start this video, it's going to be based on the flaws present in Naruto Shippuden. Let me just tell you that I am definitely a fan of Shippuden, the same as anyone else who's probably watching this video, and I'm in no way trying to bash the Naruto series because I'm reviewing it. I obviously like the series. It is actually one of my favorite series. But that being said, I have to say that it has gone downhill since the original Naruto series. And there are a few reasons why it has gone downhill. One of them I'd like to start with, which has been one of the probably most disappointing things, is the secondary character development. Now, in the original Naruto series, we pretty much started off with a rough template of the Leaf Village. We knew who everyone was, we were slowly introduced to characters, and they were expanded upon very soon. In every arc, we had secondary character development. Now in Shippuden, post-time skip, we're seeing a decline, a heavy decline in character development. Characters like Neji and Hinata, well, maybe not Hinata, but a lot of characters didn't get much shine in Shippuden. A lot of characters are, aside from the main cast, we're not really getting too much variation, which I don't really view as a good thing. Because I'm gonna be honest, in Naruto, the main characters aren't what I used to watch for. I don't personally enjoy watching Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura as much as I do like enjoying characters like Lee, Neji, even Hinata, Shino. But we really haven't seen too much development from those characters in Shippuden as much as we did in the normal series. Which brings me to another important point that I was gonna make. That Naruto was the kind of series, go back to pre-time skip, act like you never saw Shippuden. There was really no point to the Naruto series. Hold on. I mean, there was no main overlying goal. We used to go from arc to arc, from the Zabuza arc to the Chunin exams, being placed in new scenarios. We didn't really have a main goal of the series. But post-time skip, Shippuden, the main goal is to retrieve Sasuke. They've basically expanded on one arc, the Sasuke retrieval arc, where Sasuke escaped the village, and they turned that into Shippuden, which is now basically a whole part of Naruto, basically the second half of Naruto, that's goal is to get back Sasuke. That's basically our only goal in Shippuden. And there are other things that come up, but the fact that the goal that stretches across the whole series but isn't expanded too much upon is retrieving Sasuke, which is probably something that most people weren't too interested in seeing in the first place, makes Shippuden pretty weak. I personally enjoyed the Chunin exams, I enjoyed Sasuke retrieval arc. That was actually my favorite arc in the whole Naruto, the Sasuke retrieval arc where he first escaped. But the fact that we've just expanded that and blown it up to such big proportions, I mean, come on. The other thing I want to expand upon is the realistic side of Naruto. Now, let me point this out. You don't watch anime because you want an anime to be realistic, and that's the truth. That's not why we watch Naruto in the first place, and that's not why we watch any anime. But I have to say that after Shippuden, the abilities and powers sort of got out of control. Well, pre-time skip, pre-Shippuden, we saw a pretty much almost realistic abilities, jutsu. The fights were kind of like, okay, you get stabbed, you die. And that was it. Now, after this, we're seeing more over-the-top fights. Now, everyone's pretty much OP. And anyone who's not OP isn't getting screen time in Shippuden. As we've seen, we see minor characters now. They're kind of doing their thing, I guess, behind the scenes. But we're not seeing them do much because we're a lot more engaged with characters like Naruto, Killer Bee, the Kage, who can unleash these crazy super OP attacks, and they're really the only ones that are relevant at this point. I mean, come on. Tell me who in this war right now is relevant. The 4 Kage, Orochimaru, Sasuke, Obito, Madara, Naruto, Killer Bee, No one else is really relevant. Not even Kakashi is really relevant. Kakashi and Guy. They're just sitting there. Everyone else is sort of sitting there. And I found personally laughable in Shippuden is when everyone in the Shinobi Alliance turned into a giant bird and wounded the Kyuubi. I mean, sorry, the Hachibi. And come on. Okay, I said it wrong again. But in the end, we're seeing a trend of OPness, and no one is ever going to be able to explain to me why they turned into a giant bird and wounded the Ten Tails, but come on. It doesn't make sense. It honestly does not. And I would kind of like to see Naruto go back to, I mean, if they make another series or the arc after this one, I would love to see it go back to possibly the more simple kind of stuff, like the development of secondary characters, more battles that are not over the top, you know, the things that we were used to seeing pre-time skip. Now, it's not to say I don't like Shippuden, guys. Again, I like Shippuden. I love the series. I obviously watch it. And I read it as well. I'm up to date on both the manga and the anime. And I have to say, the only thing I'm not loving in Shippuden, oh, trust me, I love the everything in Shippuden except probably this war arc right now. But I have to say, I did enjoy the first Naruto series, pre-time skip, a lot better. Tell me, comment, like, subscribe. Come on, I would like to see a lot of comments on this, of which series you guys think is better, Shippuden or the original Naruto series. Personally, as I've said in this video, I think it's the original. I think it was very well put together, and much better than Shippuden. Anyways, leave your comments, guys. Alden Palantir, I'm out.